guys, welcome back. This is the C&J show, and I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I got my sister Neek, and we're going to be talking about the Kirk Franklin whole thing. I heard it. I'm still kind of shocked for a couple of reasons. So, and again, we're not here to bash or do anything like that. Y'all just gonna hear our opinions about it, because that had got serious really quick. We're gonna go with Neek on this one. So, for a second, I was just like Beyonce. I was speechless. What happened?
Well, it sounds like to me, the son, mind you, is 33 years old. And I guess they've been having issues with him, or maybe he's been having issues back and forth with the family in general. Because even the sister, which is also Kirk Franklin's daughter, came out and she made a statement saying that, you know, he's been an issue and it's been ongoing. She loves her father, and, you know, whatever it is, you know, the brother is the issue. Yeah. Which is the guy who was, you know, recorded the conversation with, you know, his dad. My opinion, I feel like family matters should remain family matters, regardless that he makes gospel music or whatever, but he never made himself to be a pastor or whatever. You know, what he's done for 20 years is what he's done, which was put out motivational, you know, good music, you know, for, you know, people that might be, you know, depressed, that might be sad, that might be, you know, going through a place, you know what I mean? Whatever, whether lost, whatever it might have been. And I've, you know, listened to a lot of his songs on a regular basis, and it's got me through some things. Yeah. So I feel like what he's done and said he would do is what he's been doing and what he's done. So far as how he raised his kids, don't seem like there's an issue, except for, seems to me, you know, a sense of entitlement, especially for your grown 33-year-old son to record a conversation with his father. It kind of shows, you know, where the issue, you know, really does lie. Yeah. In my opinion, I don't know. Yeah. And so let me ask you this, Jen. When something like this go on, do you look at that as also, I think now, like we see rich people do this, celebrities on all different types of levels, where people are recording things or they're catching people off guard and they just regularly talking. Do you think this is okay? Was Kirk Franklin right being a parent as a father?
I do think that he was right being a father. I think that a lot of parents are like that, you know, when they get angry or if they feel like they were being disrespected. Now, do I feel like it was right for his son to record him? Absolutely not. Because, you know, if a person don't know something, then I think you're taking away that choice from them. I don't think it's right to record someone without their permission, or, you know, video record, voice record, video record, either one. I don't think it's right if they don't know about it.
Yeah, and I agree. And I also feel, now, I'm going to say this, guys, and this is how I look at it. With me, with the son and everybody, let's be real here. If anybody can record a conversation, or when they get ready to call the police, you see that they switch the whole atmosphere. You see one person is angry, very upset, they're pissed off, and, you know, they're calm, like how the son was. Well, hold on, Dad. Why is you, so what you just said? Right. You know, he knew his intentions. So it came from a very bad place. It really did. And I've seen myself, people do this. And I was in some situations where I've seen some people sit there, and as soon as someone comes up, they totally switch how they are. It just, yeah, well, no, wait, can I finish? Now you put on your little calm voice like it ain't nothing. Now, what I would do say is this, because I know everybody's talking about this part. He first, like Nick was saying, before we get into his role, he is, number one, he's not God. Number two, he's a father. Number three, he's a human. And number four, the son was very, very calm. Very, very calm. And not to mention, you guys can go look this up. This son here, also recorded something before in the past. So this is not the very first time that this didn't happen, but this is, I believe, the first maybe time that Kirk Franklin kind of got a little thug. Put the thugness. Yeah, because I didn't know who was kind of talking. I didn't know who that was. I was just looking at the phone. I was like, oh, well, you said that was Kirk Franklin. Yeah, see, I didn't know. I thought that was Briscoe for a second.
But do y'all feel like he should have had to go in front of everybody and apologize to us about what he said?
No, absolutely not. Because he was talking to his son on a private conversation on the phone. And whatever he had to say to him was what he had to say to him. Now, for his son to go and record that and put that out, of course, he was being conniving. And he wanted some type of sympathy from everybody, which obviously backfired on him.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think Kirk Franklin should have explained anything or apologized about anything.
No, he shouldn't have. Nah, but I will too say, I'm going to say this. I do know when you play a certain role, and I guess they say you're a public figure, celebrities, there's certain things you can't do. And then once that come about, you're no longer human. Everybody have these high expectations for you. Like, oh my God, you can't curse. You can't get upset. You can't do anything, when it's like, don't look at me like that. You know, here it is. This, you know, we got our own thing here, and it's growing, and thank God. We do thank God for that, and it's growing. But at the same time, if you catch me on a bad day or someone do something, I'm not Cynthia no more. You know, I'm Cynthia, but I'm Cynthia that has emotions just like anybody else do. And I think we all forget that because we be so involved in looking at somebody. Oh, you know what, too? I was going to say this, too. Nick and Jen. Y'all seen the 13 Reasons?
Yeah,
13 Reasons. Oh, my God. At some point, I just was like, all the reasonings, you know? It just was a lot. Now, once they had their little reunion, the guy that was doing all the raping and doing all this stuff, when he came on the show, the people was so mean to him as if he was this real person. And the host had to say, guys, stop. Y'all not showing him no love. He played a character. They was honest. Now, he did play his part very good, but he played it very well.
You're talking about Bryce.
Yes. He played that very well. But it was like, guys, you know, this is the actor. So that goes to show you, we really do get involved into movies, and it can make you hate the person or, to these characters. Yeah.
Right. But see, that's the thing, right? My thing is this. I feel like, and I understand a lot of us young people, the younger generation is forgiving. We don't really care that you cursed and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure that's not the reason why Kirk Franklin made the apology. I'm pretty sure it's the old school, you know what I mean, Christians that don't curse and don't, you know, do anything. I don't remember a time when they used to curse, you know, and stuff like that.
And he's going to lose a bunch of following over that as well.
Yeah. Just like Leandra, when she had her little drink, she was drunk, you know, everybody.
But you just seen, too, with her in the towel.
Oh yeah, she
took
just
that. But you know what?
What's
going on?
But you know, if you watch her Uncensored on BET, it would explain a lot of who she is and why she does what she does. And I got a lot of respect for her for that, because I don't feel like, anyway, you'll have to just watch it, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But with Kirk Franklin, I understand why he did apologize. I don't think it's for people like us that understands. Okay, yeah, you're gonna go out of character sometimes. That's how it is. Sometimes you go to work and you lose your cool and you cuss people out.
Because BB Winans pushed his wife right down those stairs. And we're not laughing about that, but that goes to say,
that goes to show you what happens.
It goes to show you can a person, you don't know what people be doing. They push your buttons, and nobody can say they can't be provoked.
But you know what? Somebody did say, they made a comment, and they say, well, the same way how we have to go to work, which I understand that's something different.
Yeah.
The same way how we have to go to work, we want to curse people out or we want to get mad or whatever, we don't do that. We hold our composure and we hold our tongues.
Yeah.
And so somebody made that comparison, and the girl came back and was like, okay, of course, but that's, this is how you make your money. If you're talking to a disrespectful child, there's nothing really holding you back and making you keep your composure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as with that,
and honestly, that didn't even go together. It didn't match.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, well, yeah, work, you got to hold your tongue. But, like, if you home.
And you can't do that regardless. Don't you want your job?
Yeah, don't you want to be able to pay your bills?
This is someone that you had and you gave birth to.
Right. What you say?
Did we talk about how old this man is and is still?
Yeah, we with 33 years old.
33.
33 years old, grown man.
Yeah. Do y'all think Kirk Franklin or the rest of the family, for that matter, because I seen his sister came on live and she was saying how, at this point they're really tired of him because, well, she didn't say these exact words. This is what I got from it. How she was tired, they were tired of him, and this same cycle where he wants to use and abuse and not be told anything about it. And it seems like they're at their wits' end, and I'm sure this was the icing on the cake.
Well, Jen, do you know what he do exactly?
No idea.
You don't know?
She was saying how he
No, I don't know.
So was he asking for money?
I think they have an issue. I don't know exactly what the problem is with the son. Because like Jen was saying, they're at the wit's end with him. I think the son even mentioned, but even we supposed to go to, you ain't want to go back to counseling with TD Jakes. You ain't want to meet with TD Jakes and, things like that. Now, one thing about it, people don't want to keep paying all of this money for therapy, for counseling, for this and for that. If it's just a repeated cycle where, you're not ready for change. You want to continue to be the same.
And I'm not saying that this is the reason, because God knows I do not know.
Yeah,
I'm just putting this, we don't know the full details to it, but I'm just putting this in there. I think from how he was acting and looking, I don't know, maybe even if, and I know we are in the world of change, but when it comes to certain Christians, how they feel about the same sex or whatever, I think maybe that is one of the issues that's going on. And if so, only thing I could kind of truly say to that, even to Kirk Franklin, is, you just came out on national TV and kind of embarrassed your wife as well by saying, you had issues with porn. So, everything goes against a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had those issues.
He admitted that years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
And even he recently admitted it.
And recently again.
On, the Breakfast Club.
Well, wait, Sid. Why do we crucify these people? Because they're Christian people. See, that's why it's a lot of things with Christianity that I don't agree with, because I feel like it's too restrictive.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, you're supposed to have reverence for God. Yes, supposed to respect God. And I don't want to make this a religion thing, but it's like, where do you leave space for that human? I feel like they walk on such a tight rope.
Yeah.
And they hold themselves to such a high standard, which is good. But at the end of the day, something has to give. And I feel like when it gives, everything, the dam breaks and everything just falls through.
Yeah.
Then they become sexual predators. They have problems with porn. They're cheating. Beating their wives. They're cheating on their wives with members of the church. They're cheating on their wives with, same sex. It's so much different things.
Because why, Jen?
Everything comes out.
Yeah, and you know why? Because at this point,
when you cheating on his wife again,
he's a popular pastor.
The gray, is that
gray? Yeah.
Oh, the one that's light skinned, the guy.
Yeah, the heavy set guy.
I don't think he light skinned.
He's not light skinned. He's like brown.
Oh, okay. I remember. Well, see, that was another one because there's so many of them. But I will say that this. I am Christian, and that's me. I love God and stuff like that. And again, to whoever your religion is, we welcome it, and that's good. We don't discriminate against nobody. But what I will say is this: there's a lot of things that people feel when they're Christian, they're very strong. They have strong feelings about. Now, me personally, I'm like this, and I'm not gonna ever forget this. I have to look at what would Jesus do. So if I have to walk in that light, whatever problem we think people have that they're going through, and this is why it's so many people that are going through certain things. They're cheating, they're watching porn, they're out, they out late at night, you know, men having all these kids and wives and having all these kids. They're going inside of the clubs late at night, cheating, catching, you know, all types of stuff because you know you're not happy, but you love. You know, you grew up a way, but you're not happy. So my thing is this, what I do feel, because I know we just got off a little bit off topic, but if you have a religion, we're not here to tell nobody what to do in their religion, I'm not, but I know also that God, Jesus demonstrates love. So
right, yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, Christian is to be Christ-like, and I think the only issue that I have, because I'm Christian also, I grew up, you know, in a Pentecostal, you know, household, and I believe those things. But here's the deal. I think what happens is with a lot of the judgment and the way that it goes, it pushes a lot of people away. There's people that's in their 30s, people that's in their 20s that grew up Baptist, grew up Pentecostal, grew up in church, and they're turning their backs on it and just creating just like, okay, forget about the religion part. I'm just going to have my relationship with God. Yeah. Because of the backlash. Oh, you can't curse. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't.
And let's not forget, this is the reason, what you just said, this is the reason why God say, listen, we judge the heart, because the religion is just something that's on a sheet of paper. My race is black African American. What do that mean to anybody? This is my race. Your religion is your religion. And it doesn't mean that everybody walk in there, but I will say this. Every pastor and everybody that's very high into their positions, they do have a story. And I know when the churches I was going to, they all get up there. Yeah, you know, I used to sell drugs. I used to be with this woman. Yeah, I used to, you know, I had that type of flesh. I used to date a man. You know, but now I got a wife. Everybody
never meant that part. Only Donnie McClurkin never mentioned that.
Donnie McClurkin said that, but still, guess what? But it don't matter. He was the first one that said it, and a bunch of other ones are saying it too in their head. You say it in your head, you're saying it through your mouth. And guess what? What you're saying is, listen, I had these issues before, but now I'm good. So that's the same thing. This is how, you know, I feel like you gotta let somebody get out of something instead of looking down on them because of what you feel high and mighty in mustard truck.
Right. But that's my opinion on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna let this be, you know, and that is, we're not gonna go too long because Ricky Smiley did say something. I know his son disrespected him very bad. And I think too, out of everything, because we finna do the closing, what I have to say personally with it before I pass it on to Jen is, and that's another thing too, guys. Now look, Jen and Juice, I'm just going to tell you how this girl do. Every single time, if we're going to go somewhere and I got to come, this girl would get out the front seat and she'll go in the back seat and let me go in the front seat. Just because for her, I know it's a respect thing because I'm way older than her. And that's like, I'm older than her by like, what, 15 years, I think.
It's not no 15 years.
but still, you know, she would do that, and it's a level of respect. And there's some people, like I'm saying, at his age, try even do that. Look, go ahead, hey, that's it, go on that back, like all my sisters, you know. But I say that to say, for parents or anybody, when you look at respect and you look at maybe how things supposed to be, you don't want your kids especially to disrespect you after you know you didn't have to do a whole lot for these freaking kids. And respect goes a very long way, even when you be wanting to freaking, you know, cuss your parents out because they're not all right now. And so we do have, and then too, Kirk Funkin, I am just saying this, and this is it for me. It do say, so people can understand this, kids obey your parents, and parents don't provoke your kids. So that means you want respect, you got to give it, and don't push nobody to a point to where you provoke them. And that's it. I'm closing that out. We done with this. Jen, give your thing on it.
Okay, my final thoughts on this is, you know, just kind of piggybacking off of what you said. I do feel like the respect thing goes both ways. Did Kirk Franklin have the best response? No, but I do think that he was pushed to a point, which still doesn't make it okay. But at the end of the day, we're all human, and I understand that aspect of it. Yes, he is Kirk Franklin, you know, this Christian mogul, but then at the end of the day, he's still Kirk Franklin, the father and the human. So I understand that part of it. And as far as the kids go, I do think that, you know, more respect should be given, or his son goes, more respect should have been given to his father with the whole situation. So that's my take.
Agree.
Yeah, and the same thing for me. I definitely agree with both of you guys with, you know, giving that respect to your children for one, but also giving that respect to your father, because for somebody to put their dad out in this type of, you know, this type of a way, because you got to think about it. If this person is a Christian man and you putting out that he's cursing and using that type of profane language to put it out on a public platform, you know, that can possibly ruin him or stop anything else that he may have going. He's been a host on Sunday's Best. He's been, you know, a host on a lot of the gospel celebrations, lead, you know, musician inside of the gospel industry for a whole bunch of years. So for you to put that out there, it's saying, okay, well, I don't really care what happens to you. You know, I'm going to put this out. So I think that said a lot too, because I feel like no matter what, there's certain things that you don't want to see happen to your children, and certain things you don't want to see happen to your parents if you care and if you love them. So I just think that right there also showed the type of man, I ain't gonna keep saying child because he's 33 years old, showed the type of man that he is. So that's my piece.
Okay, guys, and we're out into, you know what, I just want to say this, and we always be saying that. Now, if you do hear anything, we are at the beach, and we have this very good view. And so, guys, you hear that? And that's what you hear if you hear all that stuff going on. But we're out, and we will see you guys in the next video. And also, guys, please hit the bell. Like, just hit it. Cause y'all cannot be checking for us if you don't hit the bell, cause y'all don't know when we you don't know, you know.
Comment, let us know what you feel, because I mean, you guys have been doing much better with the commenting and the liking. We do appreciate that. If you like the video, like it. If you don't, tell us what you don't like. Let's talk about it. I want to hear, you know, you guys' opinion, because this is just us three talking.
That's it.
You know, we have different opinions.
We're very
and things
friendly.
like that, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. But also remember, just to be respectful, but also, you know, leave us let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. And thank you guys again for the love and support. We passed 10K and we're on the road to 20K, and you know, thank you, and just hit the bell.